As per usual, the final round of the Champion of Champions is dishing up something wonderful. It's going down to the last match, and it's Brett Wilkie up against Ali Forsyth. And we'll also keep an eye on Daniel Baker versus Max Kleinig. Max has taken the lead with 1 round to go. Brett took a win over Jack McShane last time out to keep it level. But this has been an unbelievable tournament so far. Val Febo here with you alongside Connor Munnings on Rinkside Live. Connor, welcome to you.
Thanks, Val. Looking forward to this final deciding game in the Champions.
And we've brought in, we had Karen Murphy in the last game, and we thought, you know what, we need to bring in another big name to bring us home. He can't stay the whole time, but he's the agronomist to the stars, and I speak of none other than Taylor Mayle. Taylor, welcome.
G'day, Val. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to calling this one in and, cap off to a fantastic tournament.
So these two, have a look at the ladder, go through it with you. So Max Kleinig on top, 5 wins, 1 loss, plus 35. Brett Wilkie, 5 wins, 1 loss, plus 32. Daniel Baker, also a mathematical chance, but he's got to beat Max Kleinig 21-5 and hope that Brett Wilkie loses by some margin here. So there's a lot of permutations. It's very unlikely that Daniel Baker will win. The scenario's there. They are the 3. Sean Robertson and Rob McMullen can get a bronze. So that permutation is still there. So there's medals to play for as well. But the win down to 3 on the women's side. Well, Natalie Lewis only needs to score 14 shots. And that means she is going to take home the title and represent Australia in the World Champion of Champions.
Yeah, both players here just starting off on different hands, but both just swooping across the head. It's a big, wide drawing rink, this one, rink 2, so I expect them to be throwing them out far and bringing them home. So
It's nose value, a Victorian sandwich between 2 Tasmanians.
Yep. Rose between 2 thorns. Yeah. Very good men. You've also got 2 Richmond supporters next to you.
I know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't follow football anymore.
When Tassie comes in, I reckon Connor's going to jump ship.
Easily.
He'll be the chief radio reporter, won't he?
I reckon. So it hasn't been the tournament that Ali Forsyth would have liked. Had a win over Lee Such in the last round, but 2 wins and 4 losses. The other result that we didn't really expect was Jack McShane being 1-5.
Yeah, I think going into this event, it would have been very long odds to be sitting that far down the ladder.
Yep.
Would have been probably would have been the favourite going into this tournament, I would have said, just on current form.
And we've got the scores that we need to be aware of above you, or above the head there on the left of screen. So Daniel Baker and Max Kleinig. Daniel, 2-0. But he has to absolutely belt Max if he's any chance. And it was a really big, gutsy win from him against Rob McMullen. Was down 20-15. Came back and won at 21-20.
Ali switching over the forehand here. I reckon we can expect to see on some weight. And he's pretty close to this Jack.
Got it, and
sitting right on the boundary, Pete. I think it's just in bounds. So.
I think it is, yep. Marker has sprayed toucher spray on it. It's gone in the ditch. But that is right on the precipice. Might have to go to a 45, Connor.
I think Ali's holding 2 or 3 here. There's a lot of room for Brett to draw a shot here. So as long as he doesn't go in the ditch, I think he'll be pretty close.
Just has to really play it to the tee. His weight control is generally pretty good.
Yeah, he's done that really well.
Well, he's drawn that almost to the lip. So 1 to Brett Wilkie to start this contest. He is looking for his 2nd Champion of Champions title to go with that in 2011. What were you doing in 2011?
I wasn't even playing bowls yet.
Really?
Well, yeah, I actually started. No, that's a lie. I started in 2011.
Okay.
I was like, pretty sure you were playing.
I started playing bowls in 2011. Mm-hmm.
So There you go. What were you doing in 2011, Connor? Were you playing?
I was playing. I started in 2006.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
So you're only 10.
Yeah, I started when I was 10. Yep.
Yeah, I started when I was 14, so that about checks out. We're the same age?
Yep.
Were you born? When were you born? 96?
96.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What month?
September.
Oh, right. So I'm actually the oldest person in... This is, I think, the first time I've ever been the oldest person on the Rinkside coverage.
Well, every time it's just me and you, you're the oldest.
Well, with 3 people.
Yeah.
And we only just did a me and you literally yesterday for the first time,
Yeah.
or 2 days ago. I don't like that.
Oh.
Need to bring in some older people. I used to be the young one. It was me and Clive had me by a good 20 years. Might have to get our marker just to hop out of the way.
Both players here just struggling to find their mark early on in this game.
What about markers aren't... There we go. He's just jumped out of the way for us. A lot of them aren't used to being streamed.
Plenty of room for Ali here to draw a shot. I think he's on a pretty good line. Just needs it to run all the way here. Small correction on his first.
Ali has one of the best capped hands in bowls on his head.
I know what you meant. I was just looking at you
Bemused.
making that comment.
Well, you always talk about sock tan.
I reckon any Tasmanian could put up a pretty good fight for best sock tan.
Yeah, mine's pretty good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Always starts happening in the summer.
Yeah, I haven't got mine yet, so check
I don't
in
have
a
one
few
at all.
months.
I don't have one at all. So we're going to keep those scores there for you to show you what is happening around the rinks here at Devonport. Very important, a national title on the line, and because we can't broadcast every match at once, we're going to keep the scores there. I think they're small enough not to be in the way.
Yeah.
I think it's only one to Ali, but this bowl just needs to run a little more, and he's on to Jack. That's a brilliant shot from Brett Wilkie. Ali just taking his time to have a look, see what shot he's going to play. I think if he's sticking with his forehand, he's been close to the Jack a couple of times here. Just look to trail the Jack for 2 shots. I think I'm wrong. Say wait from Ali Forsyth, looking for the shot bowl. It's pretty close, just needs to hang on.
That was mightily close. So Brett Wilkie will score one more, move to 2-0. So on a current ladder, live scores would have Brett Wilkie as your champion of champions winner. This may genuinely come down to shots. We had a one-shot win in 2022. Jono Davis over Mark Knights. Same wins. Jono plus 46, Mark plus 45. 36-35. One of the two, it was only one shot. But this might be just as close. Could even come down to shot percentage. Max Kleinig, I think, is going to get on the board over on the far rink.
Yeah, a couple down. Plenty of room to draw a shot, and he does pretty easily there. It's a good starter from Brett Wilkie here. Jack high. Foot from the Jack.
You'll get sick of saying pretty good starter from Brett Wilkie.
Would expect nothing less, Connor.
He's got one of the best weight controls in the business. Corey Wedlock right up there as well. And Taylor, you've played in this event before, which was back in Dandenong.
Once upon a time, Dandenong, I think. I think we will actually have
It's the first time I met you.
Yeah, me and Beck were having this discussion last week, and I think you'd probably only just started with Bowls Australia.
I
then,
had.
hadn't you?
Yep, that was my second event at BA.
Yep.
Yep, that was, it feels like yesterday, but also a lifetime ago now.
Well, I remember you sat all the players down and had a little interview with them just to find out a little bit of information on them, and you probably feel like you don't need to do that anymore.
No, I pretty much don't. It's at AO I do when we stream, just your local club members, but nowadays I can pretty much just rock up and reel things off.
Pretty in tune with the bowls world, mate.
Yeah, I try to be.
The Ali Forsyth second bowl here looks pretty good. Just needs to get around his own. Just a little bit unlucky. He snuck around that bowl. He would have had 2 really good shots. And he's just rocked off the back. I think he's still got 1, but it's a fair old target for Wiz to arrive confidently up to that. Any jack movement, any landing of the bowl, and he should have shot.
Yeah, no, I do remember that event, and I had to sit down with everybody, and I think that was the first time I did commentary, and then Jack Heverin was the lead.
Royalty now.
Yep. Cricket, basketball, footy, flying. And he was doing that, so went and got some info for him and ended up sitting in myself. Good fun, and nearly 5 years later. Ali, go around the back. This is the best end that Ali's played so far.
Markers confirmed that Ali's holding 1 shot. He's switching over to his backhand. Just coming in underneath his own, falling off Ali's. That's a jack. Might have been looking to come around it.
Almost collided into Colleen Orr's bolt. Brett Wilkie, if this pulls up, it's not going to, but fine effort.
Here you go, the marker, local Devonport player, giving some pretty good advice to Ali there, answering his question well. Ali's coming down, played this with confidence. He's pretty close to what he's after. Just turn his own bowl in for shot.
Not far away, and I reckon he might have just done it. Wizards wants to fall over onto it and push it away. And it is to Ali Forsyth, so scores are level. 2 apiece after 3 ends. Max Kleinig on the board. Natalie Lewis, 12 shots to go in her quest for a maiden Champion of Champions title. Australians winning things while pregnant is becoming the vogue. Lara Butler, Helen Fife, Beck Van Ash won the AO singles, pregnant in 2018 as well.
I reckon that was the best year of bowls of her life.
Well, yeah, a couple of Com Games gold medals as well in there.
Must be something about it.
I think she won the indoors as well. She did.
Can't remember about.
She did win indoors. I don't know if it was that year.
I reckon she did the double while pregnant. I'll tell you in 3 minutes. 3 seconds. Yeah, she went back to back. So, AO singles and Australian indoor while carrying a child. Not bad. The recent BPL campaign, Taylor, I know not what the Tridents were after, but it was a case of so close yet so far because your net sets were not bad and you really shaped the finals in a lot of ways. And it was just those pesky tie breaks. And I'm speaking to Aaron Delaport, who does a lot of the BPL history. If you flip your ledger from 2-8 to 8-2, you actually finish on top of the ladder.
Yeah, look, it's a lot of what ifs there.
I know, but that's the BPL.
Yeah, it is, and you know we often do find ourselves in that position. I know there was a year at Moama where we were I think we're bottom of the ladder. We might have won 5 games in the whole event, but we're positive on shots.
Yeah.
And positive on net sets. So, yeah, it's a position we've been in a couple of times, and it's a very frustrating position to be in, especially when you're still playing the back half of the event and knowing things just aren't falling your way, and you just, not just that, you're probably just not playing that last bowl that you need to do. You're doing everything right up until that last bowl, and you're just not able to get it done, and it just compounds and compounds. It can be a very frustrating week. But it is all worth it for those years that we have made finals and we have been there on the last night. It does make it all worth it. So,
well, that first final series, I speak about it a lot on the BPL coverage, when Beck and Mark Knights just swapped every end and you guys ended up beating the Steamers, and I think you finished 4th in the MVP voting at that event. So you've got form.
It was an interesting tactic that Mark came up with, but I think we looked at, I think we'd snuck into finals as well by, we'd lost our last 2 games and we'd thought we were out of it. And
so you lost and went from 6th to 5th because Adelaide lost by more.
Yep.
I do remember that. Yeah.
And we had Beck come over and she was just stunned. Ali with weight.
Pretty close here. That's a great shot from Ali, cleaning both bowls out.
A beauty.
Fantastic. Nice little raise of the eyebrows there. He might have surprised himself.
He shouldn't. He's got a bloody good drive.
Just have a look at it in the replay. Clean as a whistle from Ali Forsyth.
All 3 of Ali's bowls are just probably sitting a foot away, so it's a little bit of a circle target for Wizard to draw into. It's something that looks like a drill. Yeah, drawing within these 3 bowls. He's finished wide, so it's going to be 3 shots to Ali after a fantastic bowl. Jumps him out to a 5-2 lead. Sorry.
Well, the rule of thumb is getting to double figures first will generally get you the win, and it was 9-all between Max Kleinig and Sean Robertson in the last game, but in the end, Max got to double figures first and won. Adele Pursehouse this morning romped into double figures first. But yeah, the experience of playing the champion of champions, Taylor, what's you're up sort of mixing it with the very best, and you are one of them now. I think you look at your record and what you've been able to do, and playing in that event for the first time. How much of a thrill was it going up to Dandenong? And
yeah, it was a fantastic experience. I can't actually remember too much of it, to be honest. It was quite a while ago, and I don't know, 2020?
2021, but it was the 2020 event.
Ah, okay, yep. Yeah, that's right, because we had a little break there.
Yep, the old COVID.
Yep. Yeah, look, I think I can't even remember. I can't remember too much about it. Sorry about it.
It's all right. Well, we can get up your record. Have a look.
I think I might have finished 4th or 5th in that event.
All blend into one, Taylor.
Yes, it does a little bit, yeah.
Let's see. So, came 5th, 2 and 4.
Yep.
But -4, so you were right in a lot of those games.
Yeah, it was. Let's have a look here.
You got the wrong person. You got Taylor Mail.
Yeah, it says Taylor Mail.
I reckon I get called that name more than I get called my actual name, so I'm used to that.
So beat Ben Walsh and then Adrian Green, 21-18. I remember this game. Corey Wedlock.
Yeah,
that's
probably why I don't remember the whole event.
Yep.
I think I was off to a pretty good lead there, and I wasn't able to finish the game off, and he just kept coming at me, and hit me on the last.
Well, I think you're crowning glory there, beating Jimmy Reynolds, 21-8.
Oh, Jimmy's a fantastic player.
Well, he's a world champion and a World Cup champion as well.
Champion too. Yep. World champion of a bloke as well.
He's an absolute ripper, and that's a ripper from Ali Forsyth. 3 really good bowls.
Daniel Baker's just had a big drive, and the jack's bounced off the ditch and gone flying back up the green. It looks like it might be right on the peg as well. If it stays in bounds, he might have a shot.
Sue Hogg's got good eyes, so she'll be able to tell. Wiz has missed this, so this is mightily dangerous. And at the moment, could Daniel Baker be manufacturing the most unlikely of wins?
Everything would have to go his way, wouldn't it?
I know, but it's somewhat going that way at the moment. It'd be funny if just he pulls out something remarkable and then Ali Forsyth just does some damage, which he could very well do. His best matches have been on this indoor. One this morning and then also knocked off Jack McShane.
Maxi Kleinig has drawn a shot over there, so he's making it harder for Daniel Baker. Ali Forsyth just falls short by the looks of it, but it looks like he's going to be still holding 3 shots.
What does Wiz do here? Does he try and... It's very risky to try and run into this now.
Oh, look, I think even with a big connection on anything but his own here, I think Ali's going to have a bowl or two stay around. Depending on the angles it's set up, I'm not sure if that bowl's going to go through the jack or not. Looks like there's a little gap between the bowls on the line. Looks like Wiz is lining up here in the forehand.
He's gone big. Well, he's cleared a couple of things. Ali stays around like a spinning top. And it's very, very close. It's definitely one. Get this surveyed. Max Kleinig looks over just to see what the result will be. He's got a big vested interest in this. What are you favouring, Talon?
I think it's only one from where I'm sitting, but it's hard to tell.
Connor's got one finger up. Don't worry, it's not that finger.
It's looking close. Sally's having a second look at it.
We could be both wrong here, Talon.
Yeah, he's going back to his own bowl here, so it is very close.
Might get an umpire out here as well. Oh, that is very, very close. Umpire called. Ali says, not sure at all. Wonder if it'll be a laser measure.
While we wait, Talon, you've got a busy schedule coming up in the next few weeks. You've got sides and then also you're into triples for the Oz champs.
Yep. So, yeah, really looking forward to sides. I think we've got a pretty strong Tasmanian contingent this year.
At home too.
At home, yeah. Look at that. And fortunately, it's probably a large portion of our team that is from the northwest coast as well. So we've been able to get down here and have a practice on the greens. Greens are very different now than what they were a few weeks ago even. They look like they're running okay out there.
We had a good hit out against Victoria in a recent test series a few weeks ago.
Yep, and then we had our regional statewide series where our 3 regions play each other, and the state team's included in that. So that was a good hit out. So, yeah, sides and then, the triples the following Tuesday.
So one in the end. Connor, you bang on the money. Ali wins his third on the bounce and 6 shots to 2.
And you've gone in lightly in the triples, see Talon. On Mitchie Banks.
Yep. And Ryan, Guy, Reese, both Mitchie Banks playing in the state team, and Ryan, a former state player. Both currently playing Div 1 down in South.
Mitch actually in second division. Oh, yeah, both Division 1 actually. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Ryan moving to Franklin this year.
Franklin, yeah.
A triples day. Well, I feel like every time Tassie play the women's triples, it's the same 3. Jess McMullen, Deborah Lee and Beck Van Ash.
Yeah, I think they've won it 4 out of the last 5 years or something ridiculous like that. And, yeah, they go I think they go pretty deep in the in this national event as well. I think they've got a couple of silvers, maybe.
They've won it before.
They've won it as well. Yep.
They won the 2021 edition in 2022 at Broadbeach.
Yep.
And then Rob McMullen was playing on the next rink over, so it was husband, wife, and mother-in-law. And then the Tassie Sides team looks very strong. Mitchell Banks, Rob McMullen second, and Cody Marshall for Dylan Fisher. Josh Lording, Aaron Jago, Mark Strochnetter, who breaks the game's record, I think, in round 4 or 5.
New South Wales, I think. Yep.
And Mark Knights. Then you've got Cameron Windrum, Bailey Bellchambers, Michael Sims, and yourself, Taylor. And that's 3 pretty handy rinks.
Yeah, no, I'm quietly confident we should be in with a chance. I mean, there's absolutely brilliant sides coming down from the other states, but, you know, I feel like we put in a good time on the green out there. We're at home. We'll have hopefully a good contingent supporting us for the week, and yeah, hopefully it's enough to get us right in the hunt.
Where do you want to play a lot of the teams? Do you want them outdoor, where you're used to it, or do you want them in here?
We've only got one game on the indoor, and that's against South Australia.
Okay.
The rest of our games are outdoors, so that's been taken into account during our preparation. Fortunately, the Vic side, we had some poor weather, and we played majority of the series inside, and they were too good for us, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to say outdoor.
Yep, fair enough. Well, it's where Rob McMullen had a very big win this morning over Brett Wilkie.
Yeah, as we know, Tasmania can be challenging conditions. We can have slower greens. We can have windy conditions, especially here on the northwest coast. Getting that roaring 20s through from South Africa can really be punishing westerly winds. So, you know, it's conditions that we're all used to playing on.
It's a very exciting prospect, I must say, because Tasmania, I think you're one of the proudest states in terms of if you're a Tasmanian, you meet another Tasmanian, you'll immediately be friends for life.
Yep.
And I feel as though when it comes to sport, you're patriotic for your state, and I reckon you guys might be in with a chance here.
Yep. Yeah, and bowls are the same too. So Ali Forsyth taking a 6-2 lead over here from Brett. He's off to a pretty good start here as well, so he's looking to put a bit of a dent into Wiz's championship endeavours.
As it stands, Max Kleinig will remain the champion or remain on top of the ladder unless Daniel Baker starts opening up the gap.
Yeah, it wouldn't be interesting if both Brett Wilkie and Max Kleinig went down in the last round, but one of them still winning a championship.
Well, if that's the case, Max Kleinig needs to get 17 shots.
Yep.
To secure the title.
Yes.
So if Ali were to come up victorious in this game and Max is still playing, he does know that he only needs to get 17.
Some good maths there, Taylor.
Yeah, I didn't check it, so you might want to check it.
Let's go.
We trust you, Val, and I. Great in that regard.
So he's 3 ahead.
Come on, Val, you should know this off the top of your head.
So he's 3 ahead. Oh, I think to guarantee it, he's got to...
Need 18, even 19.
Well, because they're on even wins, I think he's got to get to... So if Wiz wins 21-19...
If he loses.
Well, yeah, if he loses, so it's literally, yeah.
I think it's 17. I think it's 17.
Yeah, it all comes down to whoever wins and by how much.
Ali's just drawn another good shot here. I think he's holding close to 4. And Wiz doesn't have much on but the dead draw here. Just needs to hang around this front. And he hasn't. That's going to be 4 shots to Ali Forsyth.
Seems that way.
And Val, if it is 4, he's the first one to reach that double figure mark.
100%. And that is a full count. 10 shots to 2. And Max Kleinig can smell gold.
Natalie Lewis also has extended her lead over Karen Galia to 8-3, so she only needs 6 more shots to secure her championship.
So Natalie Lewis, so close. It's going to be an interesting side series with Samantha Nerona, her twin sister, leading for her. Jamie Lee Walsnop and Ellen Fife are 3 and 4. So Brett Wilkie has led for the majority of this tournament. Max Kleinig took the lead after winning by more in their last round against Sean Robertson. And then Adele Pershouse leading 6-4 over Kylie Lavis.
She is in second place at the moment, but just quickly looking at the numbers, I think based on that score and Natalie already getting to 8 here.
Yeah, let's have a look at some numbers here.
She's very close to having secured this championship.
So Adele is 35 shots behind. So say if she was to win 21-4, that's 17, which takes her to plus 38. And then 13. No, it's over.
Yep.
Natalie Lewis is your Australian Champion of Champions winner for 2025. She's got it. And Adele was actually leading for a lot of that contest.
Wow. Maxi Kleinig was holding a brilliant 3 over there, and Daniel Baker's just had a drive and would have landed on the jack in the ditch, but the jack has bounced out of the ditch and it's now a dead end. He would have been holding 3 as well if that jack had stayed in, so it's a bit of an unfortunate result, but a really good shot from Daniel.
Oh, that's insane.
Keeping things interesting.
Ali Forsyth.
He's really found a gear here,
This
hasn't he?
is ridiculously good.
Probably hoping he got into the TV rink earlier.
Yeah. So Adele Pershouse, I reckon, geez, if she beats Kylie Lavis, she will be kicking herself because she had so many opportunities against Natalie Lewis earlier on, and she was speaking to Natalie afterwards. She said the consistency of Adele was incredible. She actually would have loved to have played her outside because what she was doing in here this morning was incredible. So Brent Wilkie down.
I reckon he's down 4 shots here.
Yeah.
Another 4, so he needs to play a big shot. A shot that he's potentially looking at the forehand to score is a little bit risky too. There is a hole there. It can sometimes not be easy playing those little weighted shots on this green with such wide bend.
Yeah, Connor's been saying that it's got to be draw or drive. This is a drive. Clears 1 out for Ali Forsyth. But it is going to be a 3 to the New Zealander and Victorian. And this is escalating away from Brett Wilkie. We'll confirm it. Make sure it's a 3. And it is. So This is unbelievable. Brett Wilkie scored with the first 2 ends, a 1 and a 1. It's now 5 ends in a row to Ali Forsyth. But not just that, only one of them has been a single. So 2, 3, 1, 4, and 3.
Yeah, and Ali's last 5 ends have been exceptionally good too. So he's really found a gear. And yeah, I'm going to make Wiz earn it here.
So we know the lay of the land. Natalie Lewis is your winner for 2025 in the women's. Everyone playing for second now, but an incredible result considering she's 20 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, great fight back from her after dropping her first game, or second game of the tournament against Ray Simpson.
Yep. Well, and yeah, that's Ray Simpson's day has just not been what she wanted. Was dispatched by Adele Pursehouse, who was just incredible. And then Colleen Orr put in a brilliant display to defeat her in round 2 that ended her run.
Yeah, look, I know Razor pretty well, and she's an absolute competitor, and she would have put in a lot of preparation into this. She does spend a fair bit of time, particularly on this indoor rink. So I'm sure she's disappointed, but she set herself up brilliantly on the first day, and yeah, just an unfortunate day for her. But that happens in bowls. Different from day to day.
It is. One day can be incredible. One can certainly bring you back down to earth. Brett Wilkie on song at the moment in this end really needs to get up and moving. He's down by 11 shots, and he can see the Australian Champion of Champions title drifting away from him.
This is a good second shot here coming in here from Wizard. Just getting past the jack, but hiding it well.
Yeah, he hit that really well. Well, he probably he's not counting. He's made it better for himself.
So as it stands on the scoreboard, we'd have a 3-way tie in terms of wins. It would come down to shots. One of the most exciting Champion of Champions in a long time. Ali Forsyth.
Just going to run through the head here, so Brett Wilkie with a chance. You can either try draw for 2 or try turn that bowl, probably 2, 3 rolls and make a full count. Looks like he might just be just drawing to this.
Not a bad track. Just needs the weight. And if it doesn't dart away, he's in for 2. That'll do very nicely for Brett Wilkie. First multiple of the match.
So what would you be doing with the mat here, Talon, if you're Brett Wilkie?
Well, I don't know what lengths he's been playing up until this point, but I think you're that far into a competition now that, and you've played enough games on this green that you just go to what you know. You know what you've been playing. You've gone really well in this competition. I think you just back yourself that you stick to what you've been doing. And I don't think you need to go do anything drastic. I know the score suggests otherwise, but...
Well, he has lengthened it out. We saw Ali was playing mat up and jack back. Well, Brett's nearly gone tee to tee. He's probably 2 metres up from the tee up at the end of the rink.
Yeah, he's actually probably a bit further. I thought he's good halfway up the line there.
So Del Pursehouse leading Kylie Lavis 8 shots to 4. Daniel Baker and Max Kleinig even on 5 each. So it even gets to the point that if Brett Wilkie does win, but if he wins by a certain total, he will then have to start relying on other results with Max Kleinig. So he's got to come back, but he actually has to...
He nearly has to win out from this point, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And, sitting in his favour, the Ali Forsyth, Brett Wilkie's score, as it stands, does work in his favour for his slim title hopes, but he really needs to not drop any more shots.
Yep.
And
Brett Wilkie, if he is to come back and win, he'll need to try and do it almost without losing any shots, because he's got to try and focus on the 4 shots that he's behind Max Kleinig. So, yes, you're trying to win, but you've also got the maths in your mind.
I think Ali Forsyth's just holding one shot with that wing bowl. It looks a little bit different on camera, but Brett Bowles probably 6 inches behind Jack High. Just rocks off his own.
This is our last Champion of Champions session. We'll present all of the gold medals for the juniors and under-18 championships. And then tomorrow, we're off to Burnie for the Para-Nationals. It's going to be an awesome day. 3 sessions there and then 1 session on Saturday.
I just love the way Brett Wilkie goes about it. He's currently down 13-4 in a championship game, and he has no changes in his mannerisms or his on-green behaviour at all, which if he was winning. He's got a complete poker face on him, and I just love the way he goes about it.
Yep.
If you were watching, you wouldn't tell which side of the board he was on.
Yeah, he's one of the more relaxed characters, isn't he?
Oh, cool, calm, collected.
Yep. I wish I was like that.
Bit nervous, bit jittery in these sort of moments, you reckon, Val?
I'd be shaking, I reckon. Can't play the big bowls like Taylor Mail. Or I would just drive, Connor.
Still one of the best drives I've ever seen from you, Val, of my life. The one you hit at that indoors when we had the practice.
That was incredible.
Bare jack, and he's hit and flew up onto the
Almost
sides.
broke the trophy.
I did hear about that.
Yeah. It's very, very close. There was another one that I hit at BPL. I reckon the first BPL I ever had at Pine Rivers. We were having a little roll-up. And as this bowl comes through from Brett Wilkie, clears his own back, both in the ditch. But yeah, I launched this drive as fast as I could. Nailed it, hit it belly, and then ended up resting on it in the ditch. One of my all-time greatest moments. And 3 people saw it.
I reckon we get you on a slow green, Val, and then you might be able to draw a shot by just driving.
My drawing has gotten better. It has improved. I remember I either used to drop them 10 metres short or drop them in the ditch when I first started. And now slowly getting better. Might make a bowler of me yet. If any clubs are looking for a marquee signing.
Val Febo. You would have been around it enough, Val. I don't think it would take you that long to pick it up if you tried.
I think I've watched enough.
Nah. That's half the battle. You see a lot of parents do it. They'll watch a lot of bowls and their kids are coming through, and then it doesn't take them much. That
is as good as it gets from Ali Forsyth.
He's called it too, a little bit of the jack to make sure that back one gets in and gets that Wizard's bowl into the ditch, and I think he's made 4 here.
He's done it again.
Look on the replay. He's played it perfectly, but he got the jack, but he also got Brett's bowl on the way through.
Could you imagine he got Brett's bowl, but then killed the jack? So on a respot would have been 4.
It's waiting for the paddles here from the marker.
And
it's 4 shots.
So he's in the checkout zone already. So Max Kleinig now.
I might be back at work in no time, yeah.
You might just be. But Max Kleinig can even look at this and he may even lose. And understand where he has to be. I think Max getting to 5 means that, let's have a look here. So Max Kleinig getting to 5 on the ladder. So 21. So say if Daniel Baker won this 21-5, add 15, goes to 21. So if Max scores 1 shot, he at least finishes in. He guarantees himself a silver medal.
Yep, and Wizard would need at least 4 or 5 more shots here, and that's if Max only scores 1 more.
But yeah, so if there is any bowls clubs, and yeah, you do see a lot of parents in a lot of sports, you know, they might never have played it, but they watch enough and then...
And they go out there, have a roll, and they're fantastic. You know, I've seen it that many times.
Yep.
All you got to do is watch a lot of bowls and you'll pick it up pretty quickly.
Yep.
However, on the other side, if you haven't watched any bowls...
Then it's difficult.
It is, yep.
But no, Essendon Bowls Club's not too far away from me, so...
Cremorne Bowls Club will take you, Val.
All right.
You take the trip over.
A fly-in?
Yeah. I reckon you'd have a good time at Essendon, mate. They're a good bunch of people out there.
Yeah. They're only about a 2-minute drive from my place, so...
Yeah. It's been a while, but I've played a couple of seasons over there with them.
I reckon I messaged you one night after I was driving home, and I think I saw you and... Did Rowdy play with you?
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon I saw the two of you walking back to the hotel or motel.
Yep, that could have been likely.
On Mount Alexander Road.
Yep.
I was like, I'm sure that was Taylor.
Done that walk a few times.
Ali once again is heaping the pressure on Brett Wilkie.
Just to run and bend a little bit, but I think it's going to get into the count.
Oh, well, we know it's going to get into the count. This is getting a bit nerve-wracking for Brett Wilkie because he's within 4 of dropping this match and he's 3 down.
And he's just hung wide again, so...
Ali Forsyth, if he puts another one in here, could hold game. Tell you what, this is not what we expected.
I think Max Kleinig right now is nearly hitting at a 99, 95 at least % win chance here.
Yep, unless Daniel Baker goes God mode.
Might have to get ready to move the cameras to the other game.
I wouldn't count Wiz out yet.
Yeah.
He's one of the greats of our sport. I reckon he's been in this position before and come back and won games.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Well, there's 4 to save the game.
It's coming down on a good track. It all depends on his weight now to whether he gets inside that bowl, but...
I think he's hanging again.
He has hung wide.
Oh, I think this might be it. We might be shaking hands.
That Ali's bowl has just had a little touch of the jack there, and I'm wondering if that's enough. No, shaking hands.
Shaking hands, and that will do. Brett Wilkie's chance of a second Champion of Champions title, well, it's in tatters at the moment. Max Kleinig has crunched a few things.
And Max Kleinig's taken out the shot bowl for 3 shots.
And Max Kleinig is your 2025 Australian Champion of Champions winner. He holds on.
Quite a bizarre finish. Just it's like halfway through matches and we announce some champions.
That was the most anticlimactic finish to such an exciting tournament that I've ever seen in my life.
Hold on. I think we're wrong here. Max Kleinig's just handed the jack.
Oh, no.
To Daniel Baker.
All right, well.
And there must have been a bowl hidden up behind Max's shot bowl.
Yeah, there must have.
Not Max's shot bowl, Max's second shot.
There must have been. But that is absolutely unbelievable. So, I reckon Max Kleinig, well, all he's got to do is score 1 more shot. So that's the permutations at the moment. So we might have, from this angle, we're sitting, 4 rinks away. So we don't have the best view of it. Daniel Baker leading 8-5. So we might stay until the end of this end just to give you the finite coverage and just let you know who has won the tournament. So Brett Wilkie still somehow involved.
I think what's happening, the story we've got here is Max just needs one shot to win the title. And if he doesn't win the title, we actually might see Daniel Baker be the one to come through and steal this championship away. If he is to win this game 21-5.
Yep, so he's got to be at 100% strike rate. So we'll stay with this end at the moment. I'm genuinely flabbergasted as to how that has happened. So Brett Wilkie won the first two ends. From there, he won one more.
Mm-hmm.
Ali Forsyth, 3 full counts and 2 threes. Yesterday, Taylor, we covered nearly 70 ends of bowls, and we saw 3 scores of more than 2.
Yeah, it's a funny game how that works sometimes. I'm sure Wizard will be disappointed, but that's bowls. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way, and particularly on this indoor centre, you know, I've playing here a fair bit, and, you know, I felt quite confident on there, but it's also made me feel like an idiot sometimes.
So Daniel Baker still holding. So he's got to go at 100% strike rate if Max Kleinig wins one more shot, and I wonder if he's aware of this or not. If he wins one more shot, he's home and hosed.
I mean, there's still a lot of permutations around silver and bronze. Like if Max Kleinig does get that one shot.
Well, it might be interesting here to pull up the Robert McMullen.
Yeah, so Rob McMullen is 8-4 up over Sean Robertson at the moment. I'm just wondering, can Brett Wilkie drop out of the top 3?
So Brett Wilkie now 7 matches, so that's down. He's down to plus 15. So Daniel Baker will still need to win this by 10 shots to jump Brett Wilkie.
Oh, so Brett Wilkie's still guaranteed a medal. Yes.
Yep.
Not quite.
No,
he
is.
He is.
Sean Robertson and Rowdy are both on 3 wins. Yep.
So, guaranteed a medal. And then, so I think Max Kleinig only has one more here to try and win the title on this end. Of course, he'll have to play out the match, but so Daniel Baker now fighting for silver, and it's a realistic chance of getting it.
Yep, and the bronze race is really coming down to this Max Kleinig game, because if Maxie wins, then the winner of Robert McMullen, Sean Robertson, is very likely to be your bronze medalist.
Yep. Well, it depends. If Sean Robertson wins over Robert, then yes, Short will jump up to 3rd, but Rowdy needs to get 4 shots on Daniel Baker. So he's on +2, where Daniel Baker's on +6 before this game.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers. Connor and I, not mathematicians by trade, and we're being forced to do a lot of work, but that is what it looks like. So Max Kleinig is grasping the Champion of Champions title right now. Try and stay with this until he finishes it off before we head off.
Well, and then in the women's, I know Natalie Lewis has won it out, but the silver-bronze medal race, Ray Simpson is currently 16-2 up on Lorraine Donny and could jump from 4th to 2nd. Well, no, she could jump to 4th to 2nd with shot difference. So she's -3 at the moment. Adele Pershouse and Kylie Davis are playing each other.
So can Colleen Orr even jump up? Oh, no, I think 9-7. That's pretty close. Max Kleinig, don't think he's done it.
He's got 2nd shot. Here's another one to Daniel Baker.
So Daniel Baker.
We're still left with an undecided tournament.
So Daniel Baker is 3 full counts away from winning the Champion of Champions. He couldn't, could he? This would be... We said it was an anticlimactic finish. There's still somewhat of a chance. You would back in Max Kleinig to score one more. He's only 3 behind. Karen Galia is now in front of Natalie Lewis.
I'd just love to know if the players out there are aware of the current situation, because they wouldn't have been planning for this situation with Ali Forsyth and Brett Wilkie.
No. Connor's gone and put a camera over to this head. We might still be a fair way off deciding this yet. So one shot will ensure the title for Max Kleinig. And the South Australian will try and become the first South Australian male to win this since Scotty T in 2015.
Back-to-back, Scotty T.
He's down 9-5. Ali Forsyth has... I think he'll be really frustrated with that result as equally as he would be proud, because he'd be like, where has this been the whole week?
When I walked in to view the end of Rowdy's last game, he was up in the bar and he did say to me, he goes, oh, well, I reckon I've got about 11 ends left in me. And he was saying it tongue-in-cheek that it would be over the other way, 11 ends, and I think they only completed 11 ends out there.
10. Max Kleinig, not quite getting there. I wonder if he knows. He needs one more shot. And then he'll book a trip to Barham.
I think in this context of this game, I think you'd rather not know. You'd rather just still be thinking that I've got to get as close as I can to winning this game still, and knowing that there's no pressure on you just to score one, because we all know how hard it can be once you start thinking about it. And once you start thinking about it, it can be a long way scoring that last shot.
Well, he's underneath here. So Daniel Baker, his chances are still alive. This would be something. This would be absolutely something.
It's on a pretty good angle here. Just got a little bit of bending to do. Just out of canning, I think so. I think on this angle, Maxi Kleinig's back bowl there is second shot.
So can he do it with his bowl?
What Daniel has done is he's probably gone in his way a little bit of that draw shot that he was trying to play. And his back bowls, on the other hand, are potentially in the way as well. So I wonder if Maxi will get aggressive here, try to play the bowl out with the risk of taking out his own bowl. Wait it is. Looking at it intently.
We got it.
He's got it clean as a whistle.
And I think that might just about do it. And that might have just sealed Max Kleinig as the 2025 Champion of Champions winner. We'll triple check.
Well, Marco is holding up 2, Pat. So he has scored a 2 there.
Yep, no, that'll do.
Yep, that's it.
That makes sure of it. Max Kleinig will win. Natalie Lewis will win. What an enthralling battle it's been across the week. But that's what it comes down to. Taylor, we thought we were only going to get you for half a game. Well, we've got you for the entirety of the session. Thank you very much, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure, and good luck with sides and the Australian triples.
Wow, thanks for having me. And what a strange conclusion to this event. And you had me captivated. I couldn't leave.
We're glad to have you the whole time. Thank you very much, and Connor, well done to you throughout the day. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks, Pat. And if anyone does want to see the rest of the results and what the permutations are regarding silver and bronze, head on to the Bowls Link website or check out the Bowls Link app. It's all there.
Sure is. And there it is. Max Kleinig will be your 2025 Australian Champion of Champions winner. Same with Natalie Lewis. They may lose their final games, but it doesn't matter. They've got the shots on the board and have done it all to win their maiden titles. They'll get a shot at World Glory as well in this Gateway event. That's all we've got time for today. The junior wrap will be up later as well. Connor will do the paras as well.
Yep.
So we'll have that all on bowls.com.au. And tomorrow, you and I are going to make a trip up to Burnie.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Val. Should be a great little day out to Burnie for the next 2 days for Paras with the finals on Saturday.
Yep, so 3 sessions tomorrow, including the women's singles final, and then 1 session on Saturday morning, all on the indoor. So we get to be in the comfort of a beautiful indoor facility at Burnie. Looking forward to going to see it tomorrow, and then we'll be back here on Sunday for the senior sides. But until tomorrow morning, double check the times for you. Make sure that we get all that correct. From tomorrow morning, from 8:45 in the morning, we will be. And that's a 2-hour time limit, so 8:45. We'll be back then. That's all local time. So Val Febo and Connor Munnings signing off after Max Kleinig ends an 11-year drought or 10-year drought for South Australia in the men's side. And on the women's side, Natalie Lewis ends a 3-year drought after Karen Murphy in 2022. That's all we've got time for. Val Febo, Connor Munnings signing off from the Devonport Country Club.